Hello and welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoy. Today we are going to be watching Manchester City versus Arsenal, and I see we've already got a few people in the chat, so thanks so much for joining. Jeff, thanks so much for tuning in. How are you doing? Ethan, thanks so much for tuning in, and Callum, thanks so much for tuning in as well. Hope you are all doing very, very, very well. Man City versus Arsenal. And we'll have the team lineups for you. Ronaldo has signed for Manchester United. Yes, Jeff, we will get into that later, I assume. So the team lineups for Manchester City is Ederson in goal. This is the same side that started against Norwich City. Walker, Diaz, Laporte and Cancelo are the fullbacks and centre-backs. Mendy is obviously currently having some difficulties with the law, so he's not involved, and nor is Zinchenko. Silva, as in Bernardo Silva, Rodri and Gundogan are all in midfield. Gabriel Jesus, Torres, Ferran Torres and Grealish are the front line. And it was really interesting to see how well Gabriel Jesus played out on the wing. He sees himself as more as a winger and less of a striker in the interviews that he does in Brazil. So that is how he feels about himself. Leno is in goal for Arsenal. Cedric, Chambers, Holding and Kolasinac and Tierney are the defenders. Looks like they're going to be playing three at the back for this one. Saka, Xhaka, Smith Rowe and Odegaard are the defenders. Midfielders rather, and Aubameyang is the lead striker. 3 weeks in already, and where are these weeks going? Yeah, time's going really, really fast. I assume that's what you mean. But yeah, it's great to have the football back. What do you think of the Wrexham takeover? Very, very good for Wrexham. Very good for Wrexham. They've been in there a long time, so they deserve some progress. Tight game, Man City win just. If you haven't already, feel free to put your prediction into the chat. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Manchester City. Manchester City to have just enough to beat this Arsenal side. Hey, Mike, Alex, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Really, really do appreciate it. On the bench for both sides, Ake, Doyle, Fernandinho, Mahrez, Cole Palmer, Stefan, Sterling, Stones and Zinchenko for City. El Nene, Lacazette, Lokonga, Maitland-Niles, Mari, Martinelli, Okwonko, the goalkeeper, Ramsdale, goalkeeper, and Tavares as well. Out for both sides, De Bruyne has an injury, Liam Delap has an injury, Foden has an injury, and Mendy is currently suspended by the club. Missing players for Arsenal, Nketiah, Thomas Partey are both injured, and Ben White is still with his COVID situation. So they are all out. Just get my headphone in. Right, see who we've signed. Yeah, you've signed Paul Mullin from Cambridge and Ben Tozer from Cheltenham. 5-0 to City. We went for a big City win. 1-0 City, says Jeff. 3-1 City, says Callum. I think City will win, says Alex. 2-0, but hope Arsenal will get something. I think it will be an Arsenal. I think Arsenal will struggle in this one. First off, crazy transfer window. Do you think Ronaldo back at Man United? He's 36. Most footballers lose their touch by the age of 30. But he's still got we'll see. I think it's actually a really, really good move. I really, really do, because he's still going to be able to put on more than they've had previously. He's going to be able to work well, I think, with Edinson Cavani. So I think it could be a really, really, really good signing, and I think it could push United from top 4 contenders to potential title contenders. Lokonga should be playing. He looks like he's got a lot of potential. I do like him from what I've seen of him. I think he looks really, really good. I do like him. I think he is a very, very, very good player. but obviously not fancy today. When do you think Ramsdale will play? I think Ramsdale won't play until Blender makes a mistake, quite a glaring mistake, and then he'll come in then. I think that's usually what happens with the goalkeepers, unless they're clearly above the other goalkeeper. So, for example, if they signed Oblak or someone, then clearly he'd go in. But usually it's waiting until there's a defensive mistake. Chris, thanks so much for joining the stream. How you doing? Thanks so much for joining the stream. Hope you're well too. I am doing very, very, very well. Some of my friends from work watched my stream on Saturday, so that was pretty cool when they told me. Man United front four will be Ronaldo, Fernandes, Sancho, Cavani. Yeah, so it depends on whether he goes to more of a wing role or whether he goes to an out-and-out striker like he has been playing in recent years. No, I've not heard of him. No, I think his name's Ronaldo. Very, very good signing. Spanish versus Spanish today. Guardiola against Arteta. I thought Liam Delap had gone out on loan, but I must have been mistaken. Shows how much I pay attention. Sancho, Cavani, Ronaldo, Pogba, Fernandes does seem like Man United most threatening since the next stage. Yes, they will be a threat. I think they will be somewhere near this season. I think they will, like I say, they've gone from being top four contenders to me to potential title contenders with that signing. Just a case of how he adapts to be back in the Premier League, because we have seen players who have done very well, such as Falcao, who's very, very good in Ligue 1, and then he's come to England and he struggled. So that is something that potentially could happen. But obviously he has been in there before. You're watching Wrexham game on Monday against Notts County on BT. Yeah, if I get a chance to, I sure will. I think that Ronaldo won't be anywhere near as good as he was at Madrid. He scored 30 goals last season. There's no reason why he can't score 20, 25 this season. In all seriousness, though, Ronaldo is 36 and past his best. Good to see him back in England. It's nice to have him back. Lineup for both teams. So the lineups for both sides, we'll read through them again. Ederson is in goal for City. Walker, Diaz, Laporte, Cancelo, Silva, Rodri, Gundogan, Gabriel Jesus, Torres, and Grealish. The Arsenal lineup is Leno, Cedric, Chambers, Holding, Kolasinac, and Tierney as sort of a back three, with Tierney and Cedric as the wing backs. Saka, Xhaka, Smith Rowe, Odegaard, and Aubameyang is up front, my guy. So that is how they have lined up so far. Oh, talking of Ronaldo, he's on the TV right now. Big game today for both teams. Arsenal can't afford to lose. 3 losses out of 3 is just terrible, and City can't afford to lose as they had already lost 2 of their 3 games early. Yeah, I think City probably need to. They couldn't. I don't think it would be good for them to. Well, the good news is Chelsea and Liverpool play each other later. Sorry, so that could be a draw. But if any of those teams were to win and City were to draw, they'd already be 5 points behind Chelsea or Liverpool, which isn't good after 3 games. Arsenal, they would be expected to lose against Chelsea, I think, and particularly City away. So I don't think they'd be much. They're not much worse off than I expect them to. Should they have beaten Brentford? I don't know, because they had so many players out. But 3 losses out of 3 is not very good. Carlisle way to Carlisle today. 3 p.m. today, which is winnable but tough at the same time. Yes, Hartlepool got promoted recently. Going to Scarborough Tuesday for a day. Hopefully that's nice for you. No easy away games in the EFL. No, not unless you're playing Oldham. City need to win today, to be honest. Awful week for them with Ronaldo snubbing them and Mendy getting arrested. The thing is, Ronaldo not going to City is so not important when it comes to what's happened with Mendy. Yeah, it's irrelevant really when it comes comparing it to Mendy. It's what has happened there is absolutely horrific. Manchester City 3-0 says Chris. I don't know why Liverpool will go. I don't know why I think Liverpool will go 3-0 up today, but win 3-2. I think Chelsea will win. Arsenal versus Norwich after international break is a must-win for Arteta. Yeah, it should beat Norwich. Who have Norwich got today? Because they've already started off with 2 losses. And they've got Leicester today at 3 o'clock. If they were to lose all opening 4 games, they could be in real danger. Real danger. Real danger. Kunde to Chelsea soon. That would be a very good. They're improving everywhere, and I think that's what they're making them dangerous. So you think about the last sort of 2 seasons, 3 seasons, they've signed Chilwell, they've signed Havertz, they've signed Thiago Silva, Lukaku, they've signed Kunde. So they're signing players everywhere. Mendy as well. So they've signed they signed defenders, they've signed midfielders, they've signed attackers. They're making their squad better everywhere. I think they could be a real danger this season. Arsenal aren't going to get relegated. Wouldn't be surprised if they finish 11 or 12 or something. The thing is, they can't keep sacking their manager and just. So at some point, they need to back. Maybe that's Arteta's going to be the person they back. 21 people watching. Thanks so much to everyone who's tuned in so far. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. Ronaldo and Salah, Golden Boot, finally 2 Prem legends at it. I think Salah will outscore Ronaldo. That's what I think anyway. Right, there is some games kicking off at 12:30 as well. 2 games in the Championship. Cardiff and Bristol City is a 12:30 kickoff. That is not on the TV. Oh, it's on the red button rather. It's due to, the situation with fans. You know what it's like because it's a local derby. Derby versus Forest, another derby. Derby is kicking off at 12:30. That's going to be on as well. Another derby in League One kicking off at 1 o'clock. Rotherham United versus Doncaster. So those are the games kicking off. Arsenal need to back their manager. They sure do. Thoughts on group stage Champions League draw? Some really good ties. I think Barcelona's group, very good. Bayern, Benfica, Barcelona. City's group, very tough. Same sort of draw that United got last year, but with an improved PSG. But potentially without Mbappe, Liverpool's draw, Atletico Madrid could be tough. Obviously, they went out to them a couple of seasons ago. Lots of good groups. I think they're changed the format soon, aren't they? So it won't be like that anymore. But it's good to have some good ties taking place. Here comes Arsenal. Hopefully it'll be a good tournament with someone very good winning it. Always good to watch Champions League. The Europa League, I think Leicester have got Napoli. That's going to be quite a good game. Expect Liverpool to go through. Atletico Madrid, I think, with Atletico Madrid. AC Milan in particular. AC Milan could do a surprise as well. They could do something interesting. I don't know what to expect from them, like you say. Be interesting to see how they get on. City 3-1 says the Kid J, and Chelsea 2-1 against Liverpool. I think Chelsea will beat Liverpool too, even though it is at Anfield, isn't it? Is it at Anfield? It is at Anfield. Yeah, I think Chelsea could beat them. So teams up one more time before kickoff. Ederson, Walker, Diaz, Laporte, Cancelo, Silva, Rodri, Gundogan, Gabriel Jesus, Torres, and Grealish all start for City. The Arsenal lineup: Leno, Cedric, Chambers, Holding, Kolasinac, Tierney, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Xhaka, Saka, and Aubameyang. So those are the tied for Arsenal. 11 o'clock kickoff. Arsenal versus Leicester. Leicester 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 versus Lukonga is one of the players who's been dropped. Mari as well is off the pitch, on the bench. Pepe and Martinelli are also out. AC Milan are on the uprise. Finished second last season by Inter, and I'm sure they did anyway. They could have a very good season. I don't know, but I reckon they could. I mean, it's a good tie, isn't it? Even if they're not as good as they were, you'd be able to show, going to the San Siro and stuff would be a great occasion for Liverpool. I'm not sure if fans are allowed to. Are fans allowed to go to stadiums or abroad? I don't think so. There is Jack Rich. Might have heard Ronaldo won't be number 7. Heard it 14, 21, 28, but no idea. I'm not sure what number he'll have. I assume he won't be having number 7 though, because that's already taken by Sancho. We had historic games with AC Milan, of course. 2005 and 2007, the finals. So it will be Diaz and Laporte starting this game. Stones is back on the bench, but he won't be starting. Let's see whether he comes in or whether Laporte will have a big season. Because Laporte is one of the players that's meant to be wanting to leave City, along with Silva, who both start in this game. Somebody wearing that Man City shirt that everyone hates. I said blue. Yeah, because Villarreal fans came over to Belfast for the Super Cup, so I'm not sure what the rules are. Either way, we'll find out at some point. And it'll be Arsenal to kick us off. And they do the knee before the start of the game. A 2 taking the kickoff today, which is unusual. Usually it's just a 1. And we are underway. That's quite big, isn't it? Move on up a little bit. What do you think of Man City's third kit? Horrible. But it's only for a season, isn't it? I'm sure we'll get used to it. I probably won't even play in it. I have no idea. There's Darren Fletcher, Steve McManaman, and Martin Keown in the box. Not sure why they've gone with a 3-man booth, but I'm sure it will be explained at some point. It's international break, isn't it, after this round of fixtures, which is sad. Not very, very good. Oh, don't like the international breaks, really, especially for streaming. Here is Holding. Holding plays it back to Bern Leno. And he moves it forward. Apparently they've started with a 4. Gundogan, who plays it to Rodri. I expected Ronaldo to join PSG if Mbappe left, but I was wrong. Maybe because the Mbappe transfer hasn't moved further enough. I've also heard that Man United have offered him a lot of money, so I think that might be the big game change. At the end of the day, if you can play, if I got offered £100,000 a week to go and play for Arsenal, and I got £200,000 a week to go and play for Spurs, I'd probably go and play for Spurs, or the other way around, I'd go and play for Arsenal. So, I could understand why he went for the money. Definitely, that's what I would do. Tierney with the throw-in. Headed along. Here is Saka. Saka bringing it forward, looking for Aubameyang. Finds Aubameyang. Is there anyone on the outside? There is Cedric, and it's headed away by Cancelo. Only as far as Odegaard. Mbappe's starting to call now. I think he will leave next summer. Yeah, he probably will leave next summer. What a signing that'll be for Real Madrid, or whoever ends up getting him. Probably Real Madrid. Here is Saka. Smith Rowe is very highly rated. What does everyone think of Smith Rowe? I'd be really interested to know. Somebody we desperately would like to see have a very, very good season. From an England perspective, it's always great to see him. Very, very good player, very talented. Also a big fan of Tierney. Obviously not English, obviously Scottish. But he's been one of my favourite players up in Scotland when I used to watch Scottish football. Very, very good. PSG would only sell him if they could bring in a replacement, and they have several replacements they could bring in, but I don't think they would do that. They probably should have a season where they have Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar. If they don't win the Champions League with that, then there's something wrong with the management system. Smith Rowe, good player. Yeah, he is a good player. He plays well. I'd be interested to see how he works because we've got Odegaard and Smith Rowe playing today, so it'd be interesting to see how they blend, how they work together. Obviously, two very similar players. Here is Ederson wearing Brazilian green. He goes out wide to Walker. Yeah, so Smith Rowe, very, very good. We will keep an eye on the scores in the Championship as well as we're talking about the games later. Walker going long, looking for Ferran Torres, but it's too hard and into the hands of Leno. Leno goes long, looking for Cedric, but Cancelo wins the ball. So it's been an interesting window. Lots of big moves. Lots of, you think about the players that have moved. Ronaldo, obviously a huge name. Varane, big name as well. Sancho, one of the hottest young talents in football. He's moved to Manchester United as well. And you've got Grealish, another very talented player, moved for £100 million. So it's been big. Liverpool haven't done too much. Messi's obviously moved if we go abroad. Cedric. Guerrero's gone to Barcelona as well. And they've signed a few players. Wijnaldum's gone to PSG. Donnarumma's gone to PSG. Ramos has left Real Madrid. It's been a very, very interesting summer. Getting rid of Mbappe weakens PSG unless they sign Haaland or Lewandowski. The ball comes in. Saka has a chance. It looks like there was a push. I'm not sure if there was enough in it. It was ball in from Tierney. Tierney puts the ball in. I don't think there's enough in that. A few early chances on at Pride Park. Hopefully you get the win today, Alex. Man United just have no excuses to have to win something. I think they need to win something. Yeah, they could. If he doesn't win anything, I think sometime. I honestly believe if they don't win anything, and they keep with Solskjaer, then they're doing it because he's an ex-player. Do you know what I mean? You shouldn't be blinkered by someone just because they're an ex-player. And I think if he was an ex-player, he would have had a lot of a harsher time. Certainly from the media. You think about the media at the moment who's in. Got Rio Ferdinand, Keane, Neville. 3 big pundits across the two platforms where you get football, and they're all friends with him, so they're all not going to say anything bad about him. Signing Ronaldo puts Ole under huge pressure to win something. I think it does, but at the same time, he could be like, well, City have got Grealish now, and Chelsea have improved. Have to win something at some point. Bernardo Silva goes long, looking for Gabriel Jesus, battling with Tierney. He gets there first, ahead of Tierney. Plays it to Bernardo Silva. Gabriel Jesus' ball in. Oh, it's in! It's Gundogan! Ignore the red card. It's in! It's Gundogan! Headed goal, a beautiful ball in It's a ball in by Gabriel Jesus, who's playing on that wing position. And there was Gundogan with the header. Leno couldn't keep it out. It's a brilliant ball from Bernardo Silva. I thought he overhit it, but Gabriel Jesus does well. He gets the better of Tierney. Plays it to Bernardo Silva, rather. Plays it back to Gabriel Jesus, puts the ball in, and he's really pretty much unmarked. No one with him. The nearest player is about a metre away. Chambers. And Gundogan heads it in to the back of the net. 1-0 to City. Very good from City, and they have taken the lead here. Signing Ronaldo, United have to win the Epic Cup this season, in my opinion. They do, don't they? I think it's really opened up a little bit because you think about it. Chelsea have improved. City are probably the best team and the champions, and then Liverpool have got several players back and a full fit squad. United have improved with 3 top-class talents, world-class talents, and that means that it's open. All 4 teams could potentially win the Premier League this season, which is very strange to say that for the first time in a long time where it's been so open. Should Leno save that? Should he have saved it? I think he should have done a little bit better with it, yeah. He was obviously very close to goal, though. I wouldn't be happy if Hereford conceded that goal. But I wouldn't be happy if, if Hereford were like a Premier League side with a Premier League goalkeeper. Very good. Yeah, very poor marking. I don't understand why Chambers was so far away from him. They look for it again. Gundogan, Ferran Torres, Walker, Rodri to Bernardo. Gabriel Jesus, the assist in that game, in that goal earlier. Cancelo's ball in. Gundogan's header. Oh, Gabriel Jesus pokes at it. Leno makes a save. Hey Jack, so much joining the stream. How you doing? 1-0 already. Yes, it was a Gabriel Jesus cross headed in by Gundogan to make it 1-0 to the Blues. Very good from City. Though Arsenal started off a bit brighter. They're doing very well now. City. They're having a lot more of the ball, and it could be a tough afternoon. Yeah, going to be a long game for Arsenal. I was just thinking that potentially if City was to get another one, it could be a very long afternoon indeed. Here is Diaz to Kyle Walker. Looks like there was a player pushed over there. Did that happen? No, referee doesn't seem to think anything of it. Here is Gundogan, who's in loads of space. He's bringing it forward. He is fouled, and it will be a free kick. I'm not sure if it was Odegaard or Xhaka. It looks like it was Xhaka who receives a hug. So it will be a free kick to City. City have starting to get a bit more of a hold on this game. The port has gone up. And Diaz has gone up as well. Rodri is there as well. Stood over it is Gundogan and also Bernardo Silva. Plays it short to Cancelo. Gundogan. And Bernardo will put it in. Oh, it's gone right through! It's Ferran Torres! It's 2-0. Ferran Torres with the goal. I don't know what happened. The ball went all the way through. It should have been cleared. And it's 2-0 to City. There's a player down for Arsenal. Very poor. Very poor. The ball comes in. They build it up. They do it up slowly. Oh, it's absolutely... I thought it might have been like an offside or something, but no, it is just really bad defending. Really bad defending. And it's 2-0 City. 2-0. 12 minutes gone. How long of a day will this be for Arsenal? Very, very poor. They conceded 2 at Brentford. They've conceded 2 at home to Chelsea. And 12 minutes on the clock, they have conceded 2 goals to Manchester City. Chambers is down. They are having a little look of VAR for a push on Chambers, so the goal might not stand. Be interesting to see what the vet thinks. Arsenal are very poor. Football Rapid. Trevor, thanks so much for joining the stream. I don't think there's enough in it. I don't think there's enough in it. I think the goal should stand. But it'd be interesting to see. Goal scored. Goal given. 2-0 City. I don't think there's enough in that. Good. Hi, Makari John. Thank you much for joining the stream. Derek, thanks so much for joining the stream as well. Currently 2-0 to Manchester City. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the subscribe button and join the stream as well. Get involved in the chat. Love to hear what you said. There has also been a goal at Forest, as Alex can say. Derby 1, Forest 0. Tom Lawrence with the goal. So 1-0 in the East Midlands Derby. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. What do you think of the Champions League draw? Yeah, really, really good draw. Some really entertaining ties. And I'm looking forward to it. City's group is very, very good. Barcelona's group is very, very good. It's Bayern Munich. Odegaard bringing the ball forward. We'll get to your message in a second, Daryl. Saka's ball in, headed away. And Torres is going to bring the ball forward. Banter Club. Sure is. They are... I love Arsenal. I really like Arsenal as a club, but they are just self-inflicting all the time. Come on, Forest, take Derby after last season. What happened last season, Daza? Arsenal 2-0, and it could be a very, very tough afternoon for Arsenal. Throw in to Manchester City. Torres does well. I wonder how many Torres there's been in the who played like football. You've got Pau Torres at Villarreal, and then there's Fernando Torres, Sergio Torres, who played for Crawley. It's quite a common name. I suppose it's not as common as like Silver or Smith, but there's a fair few of them. Here is Rodri. Cheated their way to survive or wanted them down. Oh, I see. Yeah, it wasn't good. I wanted Wickham to stay up, but it just didn't quite happen. Yeah, so he's at Villarreal, right? So, and he's very, very good as well. Maybe he'll be joining City. They have got plenty of players in the centre back line, although they are now a bit light in the full back area. Cancelo. Walker to Rodri, bringing the ball forward. Bernardo. To Jesus' ball in. Oh, and it almost falls to Torres. It could have been 3 if he'd had a little bit more composure there. But he doesn't take it down well at all. CR7 is back. I honestly believed, as I was chatting to my friend Matt at work, who's 7'3", and I asked him if he thinks there'll be title contenders and win the league, and he said no. But I actually believe Ronaldo being there will be the difference between being top 4 contenders, which is where I thought Man United would be, and being potential title contenders. I do believe that he'll make that much of a difference. It won't be for long. I think the 2 years will be up and he'll go. But I think those 2 years he could make a real difference. Aubameyang's header on. Headed back to the goalkeeper by Rodri. Yeah, he's 7'3.5". He's absolutely huge. Really, really nice though. Really nice chap. We still won't win the league. It's too inconsistent. I just believe that could be, do you think about the games you lose or draw and stuff? It's usually against, okay, that's what he said to me, like Southampton at the weekend. Ronaldo will probably get that goal just to give you the edge to win that game. I think that could be the difference. How does Man United take 3 weeks to announce Varane, but hours to announce Ronaldo? Because I suppose there probably wasn't as much legal work. I don't know. Arteta doesn't want a big beating. No one wants a big beating, right? But when you're playing as poor as Arsenal are, then you're going to be beaten quite heavily. I don't know, to be fair. I think they wanted Varane to be announced in the first home game. Yeah, he was announced at the first home game, wasn't he? But all these things take time. All these things take time. City go long, but only to Leno, unfortunately, from Edison. Goalkeeper to goalkeeper. Needs to sort my hair out because it's going quite yellow. I'm sure some of the people on the stream will remember when I had brown hair. That was a while ago. Got to worry for Arteta's job during the international break if they get a big beating here. The thing is, though, you think about it. If you just say they lose 4-0, 5-0 today, and then Monday they sack him, then Tuesday the transfer window shuts, it's going to be a tough job for anybody. I think 10 games. I think about 8 games is where people should be looking at the table and things. However, having said that, if they lose 3 and then if they lose their first 3, it's going to be tough because he's. Oh my Christ! Edison, they're passing it around. Edison tried to pass it out, and I think it was Smith Rowe who got a touch, and it literally squeaks past the goal line, almost comes in. Smith Rowe working hard there, and it could have been 2-1 just as like that. I mean, we've seen De Boer, 4 games he got the sack. 4 games into the new season. Could we see that with Arteta with 3 games? Potentially. But they've invested quite heavily in the summer. I just think with Arsenal, if they continue to sack their managers and stuff, do you know what I mean? They're not an attractive proposition anymore. Because they've got a manager who's poor, and they've got owners who doesn't want to spend too much money, and they're not in European football. The only big attraction is the name of the club and how big they are, and the stadium. But I hope they do well, because I do like Arsenal. But you know that they're just... Sometimes they could just be very, very Arsenal-like. I'm sure some of you know what I mean by that. Throw in to City. Walker is going to take it. Rodri's gone up. It's going to be a long throw in. It's very poor for a long throw, and it will be out for another throw. So, has anyone got any predictions for this game? It's currently 2-0. Does anyone think of any final scores? And is anyone going to any games this week? Or is anyone going to watch any games this weekend? The big game on later as well between Liverpool and Chelsea. 67% possession to City so far, as you would expect. Cancelo. Gundogan. Grealish has barely been on the ball today. Rodri. Grealish. Gundogan. Grealish. Grealish to Rodri. Walker plays it forward, headed away. Grealish wins it to Cancelo. Grealish tries to find Cancelo, can't find him. Battling with Saka. Saka is down, and that will be a free kick. So still 1-0 to Derby. No goals in the game between Cardiff and Bristol City. taking place at Cardiff City Stadium. So it looks like Messi will be making his debut tomorrow against Reims. Probably have to watch that one. I do not speak Russian? Greek. I don't speak Greek. Could be Russian. Could be Russian? Greek? Not sure. I don't speak either of those languages. Thank you so much for tuning in anyway. I really appreciate it. I'll have a look what it says. Here is Cancelo. Here is Grealish. Grealish bringing the ball forward. He's fouled cynically there by Cedric. And that's going to be a really, really silly yellow card to give away. But he was running at pace there. And he's going to be silly, really, because he's going to be on a booking for another sort of 70 minutes against Jack Grealish. I wouldn't have done that if I was Cedric. But he must know more than I do. Thanks for sure everyone who's hit the subscribe button today. I really do appreciate it so far. Here is Ruben Diaz. 10 years ago today, Arsenal lost 8-2 at Manchester United. If anything, maybe the last international break, which was October. No, last international break is November, isn't it? There's one in October, one in September, and one in November. I didn't like any of them. But I love, after the November one, we just get loads of football. Because you get December, March, January, and then the end of March, February, and then the end of March is back to international break. Which I don't mind. I'm not even sure who England are playing or anything. I'm sure I can find it. Hungary, Andorra, Poland, Andorra, Hungary, Albania, San Marino. It's hardly worth watching. I really don't understand why we have such boring ties. But I suppose that's the problem with the qualifiers. Living in such a big, diverse continent. Here is Tierney. It's been 13 minutes since Arsenal have conceded a goal, which is good going after conceding twice. In first goal was scored after 7 minutes, and then the second one was scored after 12 minutes. I'm not sure if that goal would have been disallowed with the current rules. Poor from Cancelo. He played the ball behind Laporte. Here is Ederson, who's going to be... He does get it away, but not very far, and it falls to Xhaka, who is offside, but it is saved anyway by Ederson. Very good save. Ederson not doing too well with his passing today. He is offside. So good decision by the official there. The linesman doing his job. So only one booking so far, which was the Cedric booking a couple of minutes ago. Throw in to City. There's Ederson. Ederson, he said to the last 2 Golden Gloves. So obviously he was very, very influential in that long, unbeaten, conceded run, clean sheet run rather, that happened last season, where they stopped conceding goals for a while. Here's Rodri, where I think Stones and Diaz scored more goals than they conceded for a while, which says a lot about how many goals they were conceding, because defenders don't score many goals. Saka. He's down. Nothing given by the referee. Good tackle by Cancelo. Here is Diaz. Diaz, such a good player for the age he is. What a brilliant signing he's turned out to be. Diaz goes long. Looking for Gabriel Jesus. He's down. And it's going to be a foul. Right for an arm raise on Gabriel Jesus. And it's going to be a yellow card for Kolasinac as well. And this is the sort of area that the first goal came from. Yellow card for Kolasinac. Another yellow card for Arsenal. That's 2 of their back 5 already on bookings. Not even a third into the game yet. Still no goals in the other games. Oh, wait, there's been a goal. Bristol City have taken the lead against Cardiff. Andreas Feynman with the goal. So 1-0 in each of the games. 1-0 Forest and 1-0 Derby, sorry, and 1-0 Bristol City in the games in the Championship. Will be a free kick. Gundogan to take. Aubameyang is the sole member of the Wall. And he puts the ball in. Headed behind by Tierney for a corner to City. So, corner for City. They are starting to really have a few. As a second corner, and they've already had 5 free kicks and 10 throw-ins. So, they are using a lot of different set pieces. Gundogan to take this one as well. The scorer of the opening goal. Gundogan puts the ball in. And easy saved by Leno. And he rolls it out to Chambers. And I feel like if I was City, I would be telling them to really try and run at Chambers, because he definitely is an Arsenal material. I don't think he's Premier League material, really. Xhaka. Odegaard. To Holding. City pressing forward. They go long. Walker header is out. Smith Rowe is down. Nothing given. And Gundogan kicks it out, thinking he thought it was going to be a free kick, so kicked it out. Yeah, should have been a free kick. Oh, hi, Cop. Thanks for tuning in. Obviously not talking to me, but thanks for tuning in regardless. Kyle Walker does well defended, and will be a throw-in to City. Very good at what he does. Very good at what he does. I quite like City's kit. I wasn't keen on it at first, but I think it looks quite snazzy. Tierney. Holding. Chambers goes long. Looking for Tierney. Tierney will get there ahead of Kyle Walker. Is he fouled? Nothing given. Found you recommended. Wow, I'm in recommended. That's brilliant news. Thanks so much for all of the new subscribers as well. Really do appreciate it. 4,944 subscribers. Nothing. I don't think there's enough in there. Just thanks so much for subscribing. As well, there's nothing in there in it for me. I don't believe that should have been a penalty, and he got the right decision. Smith Rowe. Arsenal growing in this game now. Smith Rowe. Good tackle by Rodri. Walker. Ederson with the ball. There's plenty of space out wide. He goes to Cancelo. Laporte back to Ederson. So, what is everyone's predictions for the game later? Liverpool, Chelsea. I've gone for a Chelsea win. I think Chelsea will maintain their 100% start, and it will be their first loss, Liverpool, under Klopp, with a crowd at Anfield for a very, very long time. Obviously, they had the massive run without losing the game, but their losses that they did have last season were all without no crowd. So I think it could be a big, big day in the Premier League for Chelsea. If they were to go there and get the win, it would be a huge, huge statement. Edison. Good ball to Kyle Walker. Ferran Torres to Gabriel Jesus, whose ball is astray, and Arsenal pick it up, but it's won back by Gundogan. Gabriel Jesus. Rodri. Laporte to Rodri. Jake Grealish makes a run but stops. Finds Gundogan though. He goes out wide to Jack Grealish. He's going to run. He's going to run at him. He plays that wide to Cancelo. Oh, he gets the better of Cedric. Makes him look an idiot. And his ball crosses very, very poor. Thanks so much for hitting the subscribe button, Cop. I really do appreciate it. We have 4 subscribers away from 1950, so that'd be great to hit that in today's stream. Not sure what game I'm going to stream tomorrow because my girlfriend's off work, which means I don't have to make tea or anything for her. So I might do Wolves United. Not as many games this weekend, which is annoying. MW 10 game. I think I'm hitting the subscribe button. Dude, I really appreciate it. How you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. 34 minutes on the clock. It's still 2-0 to City. The game has gone a lot more... bit more even in the last sort of 5-10 minutes. Are you friends? Do you talk on Liverpool, Anfield Agenda, or whatever sites Liverpool have? Redmen TV? I'm not sure what other sites Liverpool have, really. Not really sites, are they? Channels. Gundogan plays it to Cancelo, and Xhaka gets there first. However, he has committed a foul. And it's going to be a red card. It's a red card for Xhaka. Red card for Xhaka. And he looks stunned. Stunned. Red card. Let's talk Premier League. Oh, nice. The VAR... Let's have a look. Oh, it is out of control. But does he? Very, very poor from Xhaka. But we will see what it says. Xhaka. Yeah, red card stands. Red card stands, and he will be sent off. And it will be 10 men. Arsenal fans are starting to leave. They know what's happening. They know it is going to be a tough afternoon now for Arsenal. Granit Xhaka with the red card. So red card for Xhaka. Arteta walks past him. Gives him a pat on the back. I wouldn't be giving him a pat on the back. He's just left you in the lurch for another half and 10 minutes. Ty will still be positive. It's going to be a free kick to City. There is a change that they could make. They could bring on someone like Elneny to try and shore things up a little bit more. I couldn't bring on another defender. Maitland-Niles, maybe. I think it would be Elneny I'd probably bring on. A little bit. Ball comes in. And it's behind for a corner kick to City. Gundogan to take. Ty will be positive. Ty will be positive. The thing is, though, if they only lose this like 3-0, then they're going to be like, whoa, you know, we had a player sent off and we didn't capitulate. Gundogan to take. This corner. Headed out. Gabriel Jesus. Ferran Torres. Deflection and will be another corner to Manchester City. I'm thinking a 3-4-0 win to City. If they put their scoring boots on, it could be anything. But they are quite wasteful, City, I think. Gundogan to take this corner kick. Gets a clap from the other side. They have lost their last 8 meetings against City. And it will probably be a 9th loss as things stand. Gundogan's ball in. Headed away. Very wasteful. Cancelo goes out wide to Grealish. Looking for Torres if he can. He does find Torres. Both the central defenders are in the box. Goes out back out wide to Grealish. Rodri. Torres. Puts the ball in. Headed away. Only as far as Bernardo. Heads to Walker. Walker to Gabriel Jesus. Jesus' ball in. And it's headed behind by Diaz. Oh, for Laporte. But it's off holding for another corner. If Ronaldo joined Man City, it would have been 6-0. Yeah, if they had a striker, they could really, really dominate. But they are just missing that out-and-out striker. Somebody who could score 30 goals. I don't think anyone in their squad will score 30 goals. What they do have is a lot of players who will score 10, 15 goals. Like Torres might get 10. Grealish will probably get 10. At least 10. Gabriel Jesus and Gundogan, Silva, they could all get at least 10. And that's what makes City so good. Ball comes in. Head punched away. Cancelo. Bernardo Silva's ball is very, very poor. But City win the ball back off Saka. Gabriel Jesus. Rodri to Kyle Walker. They move the ball so quickly, so well. I'm telling your friends about your channel. Thanks so much. I really do appreciate it. Get your sub goal. Thank you. I mean, if they don't want to watch me, I don't want people who don't want to watch. But yeah, if they like my channel, then feel free to hit subscribe. Cancelo. Gundogan. It's got very, very defensive from Arsenal. Very defensive from Arsenal, as you would expect. It's just going to be a defense versus attack in the second half. I would imagine, because they're not going to go out and try and score. Cancelo going, looking for Gabriel Jesus. Just can't get there. Good stuff from City there, but unfortunately Leonard was there a little bit quicker than Gabriel Jesus. Red Sussex just joining in. How you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. 2 subscribers away. Oh, there's another one. Oh, thank you so much. So 64 people watching. Thanks so much, everyone who's joined the stream. I really do appreciate it. I said that has got his tactically wrong. How can this guy be allowed to manage a football club? The thing is, like I say, I just don't see who they replace him with. If they don't have a replacement, there's no point sacking someone. Because you saw how bad they were. You saw how bad they were when Emery left and they had Freddie Ljungberg in charge. They were very, very, very poor. So I think if you don't have a plan, then there's no point sacking. There's no point sacking if you don't have a plan. Edison. So I've hit my goal. It's 950. We are 50 subscribers away. Grealish. Oh, brilliant. Gabriel Jesus. 3-0. Brilliant. Brilliant from Jackie Grealish. Or Jack Grealish. Not sure if you ever been referred to as Jackie Grealish. I don't know what I'm doing. 3-0 to City. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button. Kevin O. Johnson, I really appreciate it. Really, really good. And Arsenal are falling apart. We've got another half yet, and it's already 3-0. Ferran Torres picks it up from Ederson. He goes wide. Go to Jack Grealish. Takes on 2. Puts it back. Gabriel Jesus. Leno is totally out of goal. And it's 3-0 to City. 3-0. Stupid Xhaka. Very, very... He's cost the team. It's going to be a bloody walk in the park for City now. They're miles better than Arsenal. There's no doubt about it. And now they're playing an Arsenal team with 10 men. And their midfield is currently consisting of Saka, Odegaard, and Smith Rowe, none of which have any sort of defensive nous whatsoever. Hi, All Truth here. How you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. What's your question? Kevin O. Johnson, thank you for hitting the subscribe button. Really do appreciate it. Here's Grealish. Jackie Grealish. I'm not sure why I said that. Grealish. Gundogan. Ferran Torres. Does well. And blocked only as far as Grealish. There's several to put in. He puts the ball in. And Kolasinac puts it behind for a corner to City. How is COVID in the UK? I'm thinking of for a vacation soon in London. It's a lot. I think our vaccination is nearly 90% people have had their first dose. So it's not as a big of a threat. We're still having 30,000 cases a day. So yeah, it's no face masks. Though you don't have to wear face masks in stores if you don't want to. I do. I particularly do at work as well because I see so many people. So I don't. I had my second vaccination actually on Thursday. So I'm fully vaxxed. Brilliant half from City. And it's going to be an extremely tough second half for Arsenal. They're not very low in the UK, are they? Three added minutes for the first half. No more goals in any of the games in the Championship. Bamian, you think about it, they've already conceded 7 goals in their opening 3 games. And we're only a half into the third game. And the thing is, right, that's, how many of, I think Norwich have conceded 8 in their opening 2 games. But that's Norwich. And they've played Liverpool and they've played City. So, really, they're very, very poor. Very poor. Gabriel Jesus. Rodri. I just checked percentage and it says Man City 93. Win percent. Arsenal 0. Yeah, Arsenal aren't going to win. Looking for Gabriel Jesus who can't get there and it will be a goal kick. Looking to create through him. He's, like I said, I've been very, very impressed with Gabriel Jesus. Since he's been playing on that wing, he looks a lot better. City have done like a release with collab with someone. I can't remember who it is, and everything's like all like distorted, and Pep's wearing a jumper with a distorted logo on it. It's really. I thought he was just in like an odd shape, and I thought, oh, that's weird, but no, that's just how it is. First objective to score their first Premier League goal. But at what cost would that be if they tried to go further forward? I think Chris said Norwich is their next game. If they don't win that, then I think that will be the end of the road for Arteta. Kyle Walker. Here is Cancelo. Cancelo does well. Walker. I think there's not enough time to get a fourth goal, but we'll never know. It's like the cast of the magic spell on Tuesday. He's playing really, really well, which is really nice to see because of how much of a poor season he had last season. Gabriel Jesus, Ferran Torres. Oh, just can't find anyone, and that will be that, I think. That will indeed be that, and that is half-time. It is currently 3-0 to Manchester City. And everyone was talking about how I missed out on Ronaldo before, but now everyone is talking about how good City are, regardless of that. Arteta out next week. Like I say, as I always say, it just depends on who they replace him with. If they replace him with someone equally as poor, then they're not achieving anything. But this game isn't on our. This game isn't on Arteta. Like now, Xhaka's been sent off. You know it's just going to be curtains for it. So Cardiff and Bristol City, 1-0 to Bristol City at the break, and it's currently 3-0 to City at the break as well against Arsenal, as we know, because that's the game we are covering. 3-0 as things stand. Thank you much everyone who's hit the new subscribe button as well. I really do appreciate it. The Champions League is back soon. For those that are new, because we've had a lot of new people in, I do stream every weekend, and we'll be doing some streams in midweek as well. I only work twice a week, so I try to do as many streams as I can. I think City don't need Ronaldo because they play good and they won so many Premier Leagues. Yeah, I think they just need someone who could finish off some of the chances that they've had. Dane Murphy not looking impressed. So we'll be doing some Champions League streams as well. Europa League I'll try and do as well. Europa Conference League as well. We'll probably be mainly obviously Tottenham in that one. But we'll be having a look at that as well. So plenty of stuff coming up on the channel. We have had 17 new subscribers. Thank you very much for having hit the new subscribe button today. So have a look at my emails. I always get a email saying I'm live. So yes, I know I'm live. I'm literally doing it. So have a look at the halftime statistics for now. 74% possession for Manchester City, as you would expect. 6 attempts on target for Manchester City, 3 of which have been on target. Every single one has gone in. So if you hit the target, you scored, which is very, very disappointing. Arsenal, just the 1 attempt on goal, and which was not on target. Free kicks, 6 for City, 2 for Arsenal. Arsenal are yet to have a corner kick. City have already had 5. Arsenal have had 1 offside so far. They've also had Xhaka sent off, but they've also had 2 yellow cards as well. Cedric and Kolasinac have both been booked. Xhaka obviously being sent off for the foul. So it's been very, very poor. A bad start for Arsenal. It's been a terrible start for Arsenal. But it's going to be very, very tough the second half for Arsenal. It could be a cricket score. As things stand, City would go top of the league, having played a game more than everybody else. Arsenal would be down in 19th if they were to lose this one. And if they were to lose by any more goals, they would start to be bottom of the league, especially their first match, losing to an EFL to Premier League promoted team. The thing is, I did a stream for that game. They looked so poor. Brentford really bullied them. They bullied them off the ball, and they knew exactly how to get at Arsenal, and they played absolutely fantastic. Brentford deserved to win that game because Arsenal were so poor. They played really well. At half-time at the break, Derby 1, Nottingham Forest 0. So Forest are behind again. Chelsea players took a walk around to Liverpool City Centre this morning. That's interesting. Never been to Liverpool. Yeah, so as things stand, Norwich would be bottom of the table still. And Cardiff are currently 6th. Derby would move up to 8th. Level on points with QPR, who are all the way in 5th. Obviously, had played a game more. And Bristol City are currently 11th with their win. Michael Tete, thanks for tuning in. I'm saddened about the performance of my dear team Arsenal. Arteta must go. Thing is, it's not getting any better, which is concerning. You need to get, you need to improve, and it just feels like Arsenal are just imploding from the inside. It's very, very, very poor. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the like button as well. I would really appreciate it. Rotherham and Doncaster are currently 0-0. That game kicked off 11 minutes ago. That's what it says. Anyway, it says it was a 1 o'clock kickoff, but 11 minutes does not fit into that. So they must have kicked off at past for whatever reason. So halftime, we will have the halftime analysis. Yeah, so that League One game was delayed by 15 minutes. But at least 5-0 half-time, full-time. I would imagine it will be about 5-0. It's going to be a very, very difficult second half for City. For Arsenal. City are going to run away with this game. It looks like they're not even trying. It looks like they've given up. It looks like they've just given up. They don't care anymore. They've given up. They've tried their best. But they haven't tried their best. The first goal, Chambers, really, really poor defending. The second goal, really poor defending. The third goal, poor defending. Xhaka sent off. You can't win games if you defend like you're playing in the Sunday League. And I think that's what it's saying, is that Chambers shouldn't have gone down because VAR are starting to be a lot more harsh on what they, or softer on what they do pick up. So if you go down and they can see, they might not give it because they are doing a tougher line for it, which is very, very good, and it means that there's not as many changes overturned. So I prefer, I don't know what everyone else thinks of the new VAR, but I'd love to hear what you think. I'm not joking, Mike. I think you would and I would manage Arsenal better. I'm not joking, honestly. I don't think I'd manage them better because I don't know what I'm doing, but maybe you would. I'd stream from the sideline and then take advice of all the fans. I think Arteta was looking at it that he was out of control and he would have broken the leg. I'm not sure he'd have broken a leg, but he'd have seriously, I think it was Cancelo, he'd have seriously injured him. He went in with so much power. It's been very, very poor from Arsenal. So the games later, Aston Villa take on Brentford. I'll just make sure I've done my Super 6. Aston Villa take on Brentford. Brighton take on Everton. Newcastle take on Southampton. Norwich take on Leicester. And West Ham take on Palace. So for me, I think Villa will probably beat Brentford. I think Brighton and Everton could be a tough one to call. I think it could be close. Newcastle, I think, will beat Southampton. Leicester will beat Norwich. And I think West Ham will beat Crystal Palace. Hashtag Arteta stay, says Matt. Arteta stay forever. Arsenal need Arteta. I think they're just so poor that I don't think it makes any difference. Obviously, they could get better. Jack, thanks so much for tuning in the stream. How are you doing? I'd imagine people all over the Arsenal fan base are imploding at what's currently going on. 3-0 down, a man down, 2 players booked within half an hour. I think Kolasinac was a little bit harsh, but if any of that, they could have another sending off. They could. It's not like it's out of the realms of possibility. Really appreciate everyone who's tuned in. I really do appreciate it. We will be heading towards the second half soon. We'll be soon. But plenty of games to take place. Tomorrow, there is 3 games taking place. Burnley Leeds is at 2. As well as that, Tottenham are taking on Watford at 2 p.m. That's not on the TV in England. Just moved due to Tottenham's participation in the Europa Conference League. And then at 4:30, Wolverhampton Wanderers take on Manchester United. So I'll probably will stream one of those games before it's the international break. Working Monday. Checkatrade Trophy on Tuesday. Is anyone near me playing? Doesn't look like it. Plymouth are away. Exeter played last week. So not too many going on. AFTV are beating West Bromwich B team. We're all starting to get excited. Yeah, I couldn't understand it. I think they didn't realise that some of the players playing were not first teamers. Like Alex Palmer was in goal. He's been at like Lincoln, which he was a very, very good goalkeeper at Lincoln. He did really, really well. But you know, it wasn't their like first team, as you say. Arsenal, massive downfall since Wenger has left them. The thing is, right, they wanted Wenger out. They didn't realise Wenger wasn't the problem. Wenger did well. He kept them. Well, he did a better job than anyone who's been there since. Bolton versus Burton on Sky the 6th. Yeah, I think you remember you saying about that. I just hate that there's such little football. I don't like the international breaks. I will be watching that, though, Jack, if I have time. So predictions for the second half, get them in. We are 3 subscribers away from 4,960. Premier League 1 and 2, Champions and Prem. No international breaks in most teams. I just wish maybe we only had like 1 week of internationals. I'm not a big fan of how many often we have them. So I wouldn't mind just having one round in like the Euros qualifiers and the World Cup qualifiers. I think that would be a lot better. I'm trying to look at my memory, and I'm using 12 gigabytes of memory right now, which is crazy. There's an extra time. There's an extra break in January as well. Do you mean the soft winter break thing we have? The players are on the pitch ready for the second half. El Nene is coming on for Saka. That's a sub I would have made. They didn't have enough defensive in that one. And Zinchenko has come on for Kyle Walker. Not sure if there's been an injury there. So Zinchenko on. Zinchenko will probably move to the left-hand side, and Cancelo will move back to the right-hand side. Maybe there's been a knock, or maybe he's not up to 100% fitness. The game's won, so maybe that's what we're thinking there. But Elneny is on for Saka as well. So 2 changes, 1 for each side. Second half is underway. Last weekend of January is an international break, which FA Cup round is first week in February. Why is it in it? Why? That can't be right, Jack. Diego, thank you for hitting the subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Here is, so Zinchenko's gone to left back, and Cancelo is back at right back, his usual position. So 2 changes made there. I need to get back to the lineups. I think it's linked to Africa Cup of Nations. Oh, I see. Ball comes in from Cancelo, and Bernardo and Gabriel Jesus were in there, but none of them could connect. Brilliant ball in by Gundogan, looking for Cancelo. Puts the ball in, but none of them could connect. Could have been another one. The games are underway back in the games in the Championship as well, so we'll keep across those as well. Leno to take this goal kick, and he brings the ball forward. And it will be out for a throw-in. Very, very poor from him. Laporte takes this throw-in to Diaz. Diaz to Cancelo. And it will be a very, very tough afternoon. I think they just need to get up to speed, City. An early goal in this half could be very, very fatal for Arsenal. Diaz. Zinchenko. Grealish. Gundogan has loads of space out wide. He doesn't go. He goes to Rodri. Now he goes out wide. Ball comes in. Brilliant ball, but no one there. Almost there for Bernardo, but just couldn't find him. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Brilliant ball in. Brilliant, brilliant from City. Yes, the African Cup of Nations is taking place this summer, isn't it? So I suppose it's might be something to do with the World Cup next year as well, because there won't be as many international breaks next year, will there? Because of the World Cup. Although that's not till the year after, is it? Oh wait, no, it is, isn't it? I'm getting confused. Next year is when the World Cup is. Arsenal poor defensively. City have scored with their only shots on target. Yeah, I have mentioned that. 3 shots on target, 3 goals. Very, very poor. Zinchenko. Gundogan. At the end of the day, if you're letting every goal in that you have on target, you're going to lose every single game you play. Grealish is very, very touch is poor. Bernardo and him not on the same wavelength there. Obviously, if you have a very good defence, you don't concede any goals. But if you're a side like Arsenal, who concedes lots of goals on target, shots on target, you're going to concede loads of goals. Yeah, it's been very, very poor, and they have got 2 bookings in their back 5 as well, which could be very, very hard. You know, Cedric is going to have Grealish running at him. And he's also going to be having Zinchenko as well. And then all of the problems are in the central line for Kolasinac as well. So that could be very, very tough. Gabriel Jesus. Grealish. Take Tierney out. Arsenal defence's championship. Grealish. Bernardo's shot is blocked and saved by Leno. Comes from Rodri, and it comes to Bernardo, and they get it away. I think it's Cedric. Cedric is probably bottom Premier League sort of player. Chambers is probably Championship standard. Holding, bottom Premier League. Kolasinac probably the same. Tierney obviously is good. Gundogan's shot blocked by Arsenal. But yeah, it is very, very poor. It isn't their level. Definitely agree with that. Was Xhaka read a studs up challenge by any? Yeah, he came in flying in. He didn't actually make any contact. I think it was with Cancelo, but he absolutely just stormed in with his stubs up with a lot of pace on him. And if anyone would have been stood there, it would have been very, very, very tough. It would have been a very, very bad challenge. That's why he was sent off. Holding is lower. Yeah, so he's lower. I think I just struggle with Chambers. I just can't believe someone who's clearly not good enough and has not been good enough for Arsenal for years and years and years and years is still playing. Not only playing, starting in Premier League games against the Premier League champions. Just got home. Lucy, thanks so much for tuning in. How you doing? Just got home from my mum. Hope she's well, Jeff. Zinchenko. Here is Cancelo. I'm doing good, thank you. Thank you much for asking. I just opened up Spotify by accident. Jesus. Here is Jack Grealish. Grealish's shot is blocked. 3-0. Yep, 3-0. And there's been a red card as well. So the Gundogan opened the scoring. Torres made it 2. Gabriel Jesus. Torres made it 3. Rodri shot. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Brilliant, brilliant goal from Rodri. Lovely, lovely finish. And it is 4-0 to Manchester City. Brilliant, brilliant goal. Wait, why is Walker come off? I think it might just be a tactical decision, or maybe he's picked up a knock or something. Brilliant goal by Rodri. And it's 4-0. And it's laid off. Rodri's about 25 yards out and just curls into the bottom corner. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. What's on your playlist? I listen to a lot of Macklemore, Post Malone. And also I listen to Lucid Dreams. Who sings that? Juice WRLD I listen to. People like that. Time for Ramsdale. And nothing he could have done about that. Nothing he could have done about it. Arsenal wanted Wenger out because the squad were starting to miss out on top 4. Well, Arsenal should be in the top 4. But they're not. So I can understand why they were frustrated. The thing is, right, you think about it. If you're Bolton and you're top of the league and then you're in the playoffs, you might get sacked because you need to go up, right? And you're worried that you'll not go up. But then, if you're in the playoff areas and you're solid, and then you drop out, then you'll be like, oh, we need to go up there. But then, do you know what I mean? So it's like you want to be at the top, and then he was under pressure because they weren't winning leagues, and then he was under pressure because they weren't getting top 4, and now he's under pressure and because they're not getting Europe. So it's just a down and down and down spiral. Time for Ramsden. Yeah, I'd bring Wenger into the end of the season and point a proper manager. I don't think he'd come back. I wouldn't come back. It's toxic. Brilliant. Bernardo puts the ball in. Oh, takes a deflection and almost creeps in. Torres was there. He just couldn't get it on. And it is still 4-0, but a corner kick. Rotherham have gone 1-0 up against Doncaster. Michael Smith with the goal. Feels like the Man City 6, Arsenal, Chelsea 0 game. They're just all over them. They're so poor. Guardiola leaving. End of next season he wants to leave, doesn't he? So, got another couple of seasons. Ball comes in, headed away. Only as far as Zinchenko. Oh, it takes deflection. Will be another corner. Could have landed anywhere. I didn't know where it was going. Really appreciate everyone who's tuned in so far today. You've all been fantastic, as always. Gives someone a chance to win a title that's not City while Guardiola's there. 7 corners to City, not 1 for Arsenal. Ball comes in. And Leno with the save. Mike, I thought local teams around Sheffield were cancelled. What do you mean, dude? Lacazette is getting ready to come on. Yeah, international coaching. I think it would be good for him to have a little bit of a break, to be fair. You know, he doesn't want to get burned out. And, you know, he's not somebody that wants to build a massive legacy. Due to COVID-19 rising in Sheffield. Oh, right, I see. It's interesting. I reckon if he replaced Southgate, then yeah, we might win something. That would be nice, but I don't think I think he said he wanted to manage in South America, Copa America. Doubt the FA will hire him, but I do reckon he could win something. Yeah, you know what? Something tells me he's a little bit better than Southgate. I love Southgate, but he's not Pep Guardiola standard. I think he could coach for a long time and he'd never be Pep Guardiola standard. Free kick to Arsenal. Tierney with the foul. Tierney with the wins the free kick. Foul for Rodri. Rodri just steps in. Bernardo Silva is coming off. And England sensation Raheem Sterling is coming on. Oh, Doncaster. Doncaster and... yeah, Rotherham are beating Doncaster. Maybe the games are being postponed that don't have COVID lots of COVID cases or just like lower down leagues. What about Zidane to Arsenal? Would you go to Arsenal if you were Zidane? Because I know I wouldn't if I was Zidane. Because, you know, if you're Zidane, you could probably go to most clubs. You wouldn't choose to go to a club that's not in the Champions League, not even in Europa League. Raheem Sterling bringing the ball forward. Tries to play in Ferran Torres, away by Chambers, and it will be a throw into City. Just seen a tweet saying Chambers, Cedric, Holden and get into Norwich, Burnley, Newcastle squads. Yeah, that's they're very low end Premier League players. Chambers, I don't even think is Premier League standard. You know, he plays at like Fulham and stuff. Lacazette, come on for Aubameyang. I think Vieira would do better for Arsenal. I don't see no reason why he wouldn't, but I don't see no reason why he would. But I suppose he did do well at Nice that first season when he got him into the Europa League. Liverpool-Chelsea is going to be a thrilling game. It sure is. CS7 coming home. I'm so pleased. That said, I was crazy to dream. Really good news, Marcus. I'm really pleased for you and all the other United fans that I know that they're getting to see their lad back. I know City like to have a lot of the ball, but 22% for Arsenal is the amount you'd expect a League One or Two to have. Yeah, but they are down to 10 men, Jack. But having said that, they didn't have a lot of the ball before. They started off all right, though, which is weird. Sterling. Jesus to Rodri. Rodri plays it to Gundogan. Gundogan going to bring the ball forward. Grealish. Goes out wide to Zinchenko. Zinchenko's ball in. Torres gets there first. Grealish. Jesus. And El Nene steps in. No United fans lead to Nigel's post calling a mistake. Yeah, I can understand why they were upset. Not to upset to the extent that some of them were, like burning shirts and stuff. I think sometimes people forget that people are human. Like if I played all my life for Chelsea and then afterwards I got a chance to go to Tottenham, because similar situation, then I probably would. City have had 95% of it in the second half. I don't think they've even been in the bloody other half, Arsenal. Riyad Mahrez is set to be coming on as well. Could be Gabriel Jesus coming off. It could be Ferran Torres coming off. Gundogan. Jack Grealish. Or could be Grealish coming off as well. Kolasinac is down. Looks like he's picked up an injury. You can always get another shirt, can't you? You can always get another United shirt with Ronaldo on the back. It's going to be Gabriel Jesus coming off. He's played very, very, very well. Very, very, very well indeed. I think he scored one. He set up the first goal as well for Ilkay Gundogan. And coming off in his replacement will be Riyad Mahrez. Time City's half is City kicked off in a second. The thing is, Arsenal are just all behind the ball now. Like, that's 1-1. Cardiff 1, Bristol City 1. It says Daniel Bentley scored. Who's the goalkeeper? Oh, it says Kiefer Moore on here. I'm not sure. Must be a mistake. Arsenal were top spenders in the league, brought White and 2 others. Yeah, but they need to invest the most. That's what people don't understand. It's like, oh, the biggest spenders. Yeah, because they need to invest the most. You've seen their squad. Me personally, if I'd have gone to City, I would have been upset, but he is still a legend in my books. That's it. You know, you can't. It's like Rafa. He should still be classed as a legend at Liverpool. Zinchenko's ball in, no one on it. Corner kick. Could have been an own goal. Ball comes in from Rodri. Laporte's header is wide. I think City have conceded have scored 5 or more 23 times since Guardiola's been there, which is 17 times more than the next nearest competitor, which, think about it, is absolutely crazy. One attempt still from Arsenal. Luton, I reckon, will be half an hour from the sack. He's got to go. He's got to go, Jack. There's no doubt about it. City versus PSG in the Champions League is something to look forward to, isn't it? 2 of the best sides in Europe taking on each other. Forest will equalise, look better this half. I personally hope that, the good thing is, one of those sides will finish second. And you think about some of the sides that are already in it. We could have some amazing ties in the last 16. Forest will equalise, look better this half. I think he's got to go. They're just all over the place. City go long. Cancelo looking for Grealish. It's out for a throw-in. Who's a player you think is overhyped? Overhyped. Not sure. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. Yeah, you're right, Jack. Definitely. You're right. Overrated. Don't know. Usually they're pretty good, whoever they are. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm not sure if I'm being silly. Oh, it was an own goal by Daniel Bentley. That was the... Lucy, thank you for hitting the subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Sterling's still going. And Harder 11, thank you for hitting the subscribe button as well. I really do appreciate it. Bruno Fernandes. I disagree. I think he's very, very good. I think Firmino, maybe. I'm not a big fan of Firmino. I think they'd be better off with someone who actually puts the ball in the net. That's just me. Yeah, I quite like Bruno Fernandes. Last 5 minutes, 3% possession for 3% possession for Arsenal. Bruno ain't gonna get pens anymore. No, I don't think so. I think it will be Ronaldo. Yeah, I just don't like. I'm sure he's very, very good at what he does, and he is very good. But I think they'd be closer to City and Chelsea this season if they had a out and out striker. Grealish. Zinchenko. Gundogan to Grealish. Gundogan loses the ball. Riyad Mahrez. Rodri, who scored the 4th. Played it off. Ball comes in from Cancelo. Away by El Nene. Bruno Fernandes had one good season and being compared to the likes of KDB and other good centre-backs. Yeah, you're right. I feel like sometimes people are tarred with different brushes. Like somebody does well and they're like, oh, the best player. But one player that a lot of people were like, oh, one season wonder was Mo Salah, and he's done it year in, year out for a long time. So I think that was a yellow card for Rodri. That's what I think. No hate. No. I don't really. Problem is, Van Dijk did well for 18 months, didn't he? But then he's had his injury, so we don't know how good he's going to be, in 6 months' time. Arsenal go long and looked for, I think that's Cedric, but City deal with it as you would expect, and Laporte is going to bring the ball forward. Grealish bringing the ball forward. Sterling. Zinchenko. They're all stood around. Rodri. Mahrez. Plays the ball forward. Sterling! Good save by Leno. Are you going to stream a Liverpool-Chelsea match? I probably won't be streaming it, no, because I need to cook tea for my girlfriend. Because she's back from work at 5. So yeah, I usually stream the morning game, and I usually stream like one game. So I'll stream tomorrow probably. She's off work, so I'll probably do Wolves United rather. Sterling. Oh, just wide of the post. Arsenal get battered everywhere they go. They sure do. Arsenal have played a game more, but have the same record as Norwich currently. One AFT fan said after beating West Brom, actually thought Arteta could be the next Alex Ferguson. I actually understand it. I understand what he means, because as well documented, United were actually really poor under Fergie in the beginning. And there's a few times where they almost got the sack in the 90s, early 90s. So I understand what he means. It's a hell of a comparison to make, though. Arsenal thumped West Brom 6-0 and they're playing like... Yeah, because it was a B team. It was under 23s. A lot of young players in the side. It wasn't a full strength West Brom side. Gundogan. Grealish. Ball in. Sterling. Need to get it. Cancelo. No, he goes the other way. Still going. And he's down, and it's away. And as far as Grealish. Yeah, it wasn't like a full strength side. And you couldn't only beat what's in front of you, though. Grealish. Space out wide for Mahrez if you wanted to go. And he went for Arsenal, even against non-league in the FA Cup. Yeah, they've been very, very pleased with some of the... I remember they beat Lincoln. They thought they played very, very well. The thing is, you can only beat what's in front of you, like I say. Ainsley Maitland-Niles is going to be coming on. I thought there was someone else coming on, but no, it's just an old man who must be a physio or something. Grabbing coming on for Forest. He's a very good player, or was. Well, they need to look at investment and try and buy some decent players. Yeah, but the thing is, if you're only able to attract players who are okay with not playing in the Europa League, the Conference League, or Champions League, then you're going to be limited on what kind of players you can bring in. And they brought Ben White from Brighton, who finished just above the relegation zone. Ramsdale got relegated. Odegaard, who I think Ancelotti said he was 11th choice. Do you know what I mean? And they brought a lad from Anderlecht and a young lad from Portugal. So I don't know why United sound find the bake. It's hard to play. I really like him. I absolutely loved him when he was at Ajax. So I'm gutted that he's not been involved at United. Sterling. Grealish. Mahrez. 20 minutes to go. Mahrez. Thing is, well, I know this is like a judgmental thing, but Arteta just doesn't seem the kind of person who'd shout and get really annoyed at the players. He just seems very like calm and doesn't seem like the angry type. Ajax 2018, yeah, with Van der Beek and Frankie de Jong, Tadic, Ziyech and De Ligt. Shana as well. Good side. They're very, very good. Nana as well. Nana. Grealish. They just... Oh, 2-1. Andres Fireman. 2-1 Bristol City and Rotherham are 2-0 up against Doncaster Rovers. Michael Smith for his second. Southgate doesn't seem the person to get angry. No, he doesn't. He seems very calm, level-headed, which I think is good for some players. Some players need that massive screaming at, and some needs the arm around. Neres as well, yeah, De Jong. Sterling. It would have been really good to see them win the Champions League for sure. I wish they had a ball coming. Here is Diaz. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the subscribe button as well. I would really appreciate it. We are having a very, very good day subscriber-wise today. 29 likes on the video as well. If we could hit 30, that would be very, very good. Laporte. Zinchenko. Only reason England lost the final was because they let a 19-year-old take the penalty, whereas they could have had Henderson, Walker, or someone with experience. Walker, I wouldn't want to take one, and Henderson missed against Colombia, didn't he? So I don't think he'd have taken one. It doesn't really matter. They might have missed anyway. It's all well, good in hindsight. Grealish. Yeah, it must have been, but at the end of the day, you can only have who you think is going to be the best one to take them. You know, I'm upset as anyone about it, but nothing we can do about it now. 2-0 to Rotherham at half-time. Here is Riyad Mahrez, Grealish. Rodri tries to play in Sterling. Holding prevents it from being going up for a corner. I doubt Southgate would have said to him to take one if Saka didn't want to take one. Yeah, I think he said that he chose who took him. But he must have done very well in the training with them. After what happened in '96, you'd imagine he would have practiced them week in, week out. Or day in, day out, rather. Still 4-0. 3 subs have been made by each side, so there'll be no more subs. This will be the final team. Unless anyone else was to get sent off. Ball comes in. Cancelo, Sterling, and Holding does well, and that's out for a corner kick. Grealish wanted to take one, but Southgate told him no. Should have let him take one. I doubt Southgate. But he should let, if somebody wants to take one, then let him take one. You know, as long as. But if all the 5 that they had step up wanted to take one, and Maguire is someone I'd have never imagined to take one, but he absolutely hammered his penalty through. You know, we can't speculate on things that, you know, what's happened has happened. So here is Mahrez. Grealish puts the ball in, up in the air by Chambers. Laporte. And he wins a corner. Very well done by Laporte. The current scores across England: 4-0 City, 2-1 Bristol City, 1-0 to Derby, and 2-0 to Rotherham. Mahrez. Ball comes in and Laporte over. Yeah, he's a big, big player. But, you know, it doesn't matter that he was a big player because Pickford did very well with his penalties. You know, he saved from Jorginho, which is a very, very difficult thing to do. But what's done is done. We can't change it. So the stats for the second half: 7% possession for Arsenal, 11 attempts on goal for City, none for Arsenal. 4 attempts on target for City, none for Arsenal. It's been dire. A second goal for Derby would kill it, wouldn't it? I think. Laporte. Rodri bringing the ball forward. Sancho and Rashford were regular penalty takers as well. A Sterling's through! Saved! Not the one regular ones to miss for England in a shootout. Yeah, Rashford's taken loads of penalties in the past. Sancho's taken penalties in the past. Just how it is. Good one. Grealish. Sterling trying to make a run. It's Mahrez, rather, who's made the run and he's offside. You know, we can't change what's happened. "13 minutes gone. Tierney is down. Beckham, Gerrard, Lampard all missed penalties for England in shootouts. Yeah, these things happen. These things happen. Just need to take the experience of building it for next time. They've used all their subs. So Tierney could be coming off and they could be down to 9 men. Just showing the goals again. Thing is, I said 2-0 City, but I obviously didn't know that they were going to go to 10 men. I was more nervous for Kane's than Rashford's, as Kane missed against Denmark. I was nervous for all of them but I think Saka I was worried about the most, and Maguire. Shouldn't have been worried about Maguire though. Tierney is off the pitch now. Tierney has concussion, and then both teams are allowed to make an extra sub. Yeah, he's just hurt his leg. Yeah, nothing to do with concussion, this one. Arsenal fans are starting to leave. None of the AFTV regulars on the field. In the stand, I couldn't see, but obviously they're there. Leno to take. Shootouts are a lot worse than the actual in an actual stadium. Yeah, definitely. But then, still pretty bad. Yeah, when one of the first games I went to, I watched my team lose in the playoffs. Sterling! Oh, great ball by Gundogan. Sterling just couldn't get enough of a touch on it. I watched my team play in so we deserved to get promoted more than probably anyone in the playoffs, and we lost in the playoff semi-final on penalties. And it was horrible. 2 penalty shoots out, 1 loss and 1 lose. 1 win and 1 loss. I've only had that one. Cancelo. Rodrigo. Arsenal have passed for every 1 pass that Arsenal have made, City have made 6 passes, which is quite a lot. Here is Riyad Mahrez. Still cutting inside. Puts the ball in. That will be a corner. From history of battle, we've never seemed to win the toss to go first. That's weird. You see in the Wolves game where they conceded 2 penalties in like 5 minutes before the game ended, but they beat. I don't recall. Mahrez to take this corner kick. Sterling. Plays it back to Mahrez. Puts the ball in. Oh, no one on the back post. Penalty shoots are always more nerve-wracking on telly than being in a stadium. It depends on the circumstances, I think. You know, sometimes you have ones and you think we deserve to win this game. We deserve to, like the penalty shootouts, England-Italy. I didn't think we deserved to win the tournament or the game. As the Hereford one against Aldershot, I felt like we did deserve to win. We did deserve to win, and we deserve to be promoted. Taking the decisive one. Remember Ronaldo wanted to take the 5th penalty once, and it didn't come to it, and he got knocked out. Smith Rowe does well. Lacazette looking for it, but Laporte does well. Arsenal with a late flurry here by the seam of things. Ball comes in from Chambers, very poor. Forest 1-1. That's going to be a big point for Forest. Both shootouts have technically been sudden death as well. Huh? It's just a horrible way of losing. Cancelo. Mahrez. Ball comes in. Torres! 5-0. Ferran Torres makes it 5, and there's no way back for Arsenal now. Brennan Johnson with the goal. Forest 1-1 now against Derby. Ignore the ball comes in from Mahrez. Lovely onside. And heads in. Really nice goal. 5-0 City. Very, very good from City. Ferran Torres with... So the goal scorers, Ferran Torres with 2. Jesus with 1. Rodri with 1. And Gundogan with the other one. And it's game, set, and match. Can't remember the last time I watched a game and it had more than like 4 goals. Mahrez. Still going. Gundogan's shot is blocked. Ederson's nearly on the halfway line. So it's Sterling. Loads of space out wide. If he goes to him and finds Grealish instead. Bolton's opening 2 games. It was 3-3, wasn't it? Each game. Rodri. Grealish looking for the 6th goal. Grealish. There's plenty of space out wide. Doesn't go that way though. Mahrez. And it's away by Cedric. Yep, it's a 1-0. I haven't had quite a good start to the season then, Jack. Laporte's shot is blocked. It will be a corner. 5-0. It is 5-0, Callum. Take it quick. Grealish. Laporte. It's poor and they will get it away. Here is Ederson. Cancelo. And Arsenal are bringing it forward. Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe still going. Rodri has the better of him and Smith Rowe is on the floor. If Arteta has any morals, why would he resign? Why? Why would he resign? He gets paid God knows how much a week. Why the hell would you resign if you can get paid off? I wouldn't resign. Cancelo finds Sterling. Can Torres get another? Oh, didn't fall to him. Sterling to Grealish. Mahrez blocked. Oh, that's not a foul. Ref wrong. I'm pretty sure last season it took us 10 games to get 8 points, which is totally we have now. Very good. The man of the match has gone to Ferran Torres. Football is only business that if you're bad at your job, you get paid off for it. Yeah, it's nice though, isn't it? Wish that was me. I could be doing with a payoff. A few million. That would do me. I invested all on the channel. So it just said that the last 3 games have all finished 5-0 at home. 5-0 here, 5-0 against Norwich, 5-0 against Everton last season. Mahrez, almost plays in Sterling. Will Grealish get there first? No, Tierney will get there first. Tierney gets it away. Only as far as Rodri. Mahrez. Grealish. Cancelo. Mahrez. Mahrez still going. Is he fouled? Nothing given. City have got the ball back with Grealish. That's a foul by Lacazette, and it will be a free kick. Gundogan has got man of the match from Steve McManaman, although the ball comes in. Oh, no one there. Ferran almost had it. He's played very well, Ferran Torres. He was the man of the match given by the sponsors. Gundogan was given man of the match by Steve McManaman. So, good luck to everyone who's got games today, this evening, as well. Callum, for example, with Liverpool. Looks like Alex is going to get a draw. Jack, Bolton, who are Bolton playing today. Looks like they are playing Cambridge United, who I watched the other day. Grealish. Sterling going forward. Finds Mahrez. He keeps it. Mahrez a shot. Oh, good save by Leno. Great stream as always. Thank you so much, Alex. We're closing in on 5,000. Yeah, so we're close to 5,000. Doing very well. What, 2 minutes added on? Well, 3 minutes added on. We've already had the first minute. It'd be interesting to see the difference between both teams and both got promoted last season. Yeah, I watched Cambridge. They were quite defensive. Definitely came for the point against Plymouth when I went there the other day. Gundogan. Cancelo. Good save by Leno. Very, very. Could have been 6-0. Brilliant run by Cancelo. Picked out by Gundogan. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant football. Absolutely fantastic. They were defensive against us when we were at home to them back in March. Yeah, they were very, very, very defensive. Very defensive. But they got their point, which is what they came for, really. Diaz is down currently. You know, if they finish 12th, which they are at the moment, they'll have an amazing season. And Diaz is coming away. Oh, so dominant, City. Seventh, although it would hurt. No, seventh would be good. Right, full time. It has finished 5-0 to City. Goals from open the scoring. Gabriel Jesus set up Gundogan. Ferran Torres made it 2-0. Jack Grealish set up Gabriel Jesus before half time to make it 3-0 after Xhaka had been sent off for a very poor challenge. Second half, Rodri with probably the pick of the goals made it 4-0. And then 6 minutes from time, Ferran Torres made it 5-0. So City win 5-0 and go top of the league as things stand. Thanks so much for everyone who tuned in. Lucy, thank you for tuning in. Jack, Football fan AR, Alex, thank you for tuning in. Callum, thank you for tuning in. Everyone else, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you all really did watch it and really appreciate it. If you did, then feel free to leave a like on your way out and subscribe if you are new. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Mike, and I will see you soon.